The Golden State Warriors pursued LeBron James last year, but they got rebuffed. They have a higher chance of getting traction now if they're going to revisit it. James sent a veiled threat to the Los Angeles Lakers through his agent, Rich Paul, Clutch Sports CEO, after picking up his $52.6 million player option. LeBron wants to compete for a championship, Paul told ESPN. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie, Bus, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. The Lakers made a seismic organizational pivot from James when they traded for Doncic, swapping Anthony Davis, James' closest friend on the team, and a fellow Clutch Sports client. Upon Doncic's arrival, the Lakers quickly catered to his demands, leading to the rescinded Mark Williams trade, which didn't go unnoticed in James' camp. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future, Paul continued. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. The Lakers have lost Dorian Finney-Smith, their top 3, and D-Wing, and replaced him with an unproven 23-year-old Jake LaRavia. And their answer for their most pressing need at center was to sign former number 1 pick DeAndre Ayton, whose questionable work ethic led to the Phoenix Suns and Portland Trail Blazers souring on him. Jimmy Butler for LeBron James. If James indeed asks for a trade, if he finds the Lakers roster not sufficient for a championship run, the Warriors can become the Lakers' easiest trade partner, according to Fred Katz of The Athletic. Katz singled out Jimmy Butler as the Warriors' obvious salary match for James. Butler makes a tad more than James does, marking the trade legal, though if it were constructed this way, it would hard cap the Lakers at the first apron, since they'd be absorbing more money than they send out in a deal. If the Lakers were fine with that, they could execute the one-for-one trade, Katz wrote. And even if the Lakers want to duck the first apron, roping in a third team would still be easier to execute for them and the Warriors. Golden State and Los Angeles could find a third team willing to take on one of the Lakers' minimum salaries, say Jordan Goodwin's, without giving any salary back. This way, the total money leaving the purple and gold is above Butler's incoming salary, Katz wrote. The Warriors have plenty of second-round picks to incentivize a team with cap room to absorb Goodwin's $2.4 million salary. Hello, Brooklyn Nets. Steph Curry talks dream pairing with LeBron James after 2024 Olympics. Stephen Curry's two-man game with James in the Team USA's Olympics gold medal run in Paris in 2024 was a sight to behold. Curry was often the recipient of James' kick-out pass, which led to open three-pointers. Following their gold medal win, Curry posted a photo of him and James on Instagram that became viral and sparked speculations about continuing that team-up in the NBA before they retire. I posted the picture of us holding our medals, Curry told People.com in September. There's a sense of pride being an Olympian. And for him, I know he's done it before, but it's been a minute since 2012 when he played in the Olympics before 2024 Paris. The longtime rivals teamed up for the first time in high-stakes games, which is a lot different from their pressure-free NBA All-Star games. All the battles we've had on the court and the back and forth, the fact that we actually got to be teammates, not just in any game like an All-Star game or whatever, but in high-stakes basketball with a lot on the line. I think there's a deepened respect and friendship there, Curry said. Then Curry did not close the door on them potentially playing together again on the floor. Hopefully, there will be more experiences in the future, even if we're teammates or not, Curry added. Their Olympic experience in Paris lit up a fire in their bellies as they enter the twilight of their storied NBA careers. I think we motivated each other even more to however much longer we have left playing, Curry said. Jonathan Kuminga has had an up-and-down career with the Golden State Warriors. The 2021 7th overall pick has flashed stardom at times during his career, but he has often been in and out of Steve Kerr's rotation. His days in Golden State seem numbered, and the G League Ignite product will likely find a new home this offseason. With almost no teams having cap space this offseason, it may take a sign-and trade for Kuminga to find the deal he feels he is worth with a new team. The Sacramento Kings already did a sign-and-trade deal that brought in Dennis Schroeder. Perhaps they will continue making moves. After all, They are one of the teams with reported interest in Kuminga. Kings potential trade offer for Jonathan Kuminga. Kings receive Jonathan Kuminga, 4-year, $88 million. Warriors receive Malik Monk. The Kings' biggest need coming into the offseason was at point guard. They filled that need when they made a sign-and-trade deal for Schroeder. The team may not be done adding point guards either, as they've made free agent meetings with Russell Westbrook and Malcolm Brogdon. The team needs help all over the place, though, especially because the Western Conference is stacked, and teams such as the Denver Nuggets and Houston Rockets have only gotten better. Kuminga is the star gamble that would be worth it for Sacramento. Kuminga has predominantly been limited to being a role player with the Warriors. That means he can find success alongside former All-Stars such as Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Domantas Sabonis. Kuminga also has enough potential that he could take the Kings to the next level, though. Kuminga averaged 16.1 points per game 2 seasons ago because he is a freaky athlete and one of the best forward creators in the NBA. The Kings are reportedly looking to get rid of Monk, so they'd surely be happy to send him out for Kuminga. In a new system, and potentially with a coach that trusts him more, Kuminga could soar. Will the Warriors trade Jonathan Kuminga? Kuminga is a restricted free agent, but the Warriors seem unlikely to bring him back. He and Kerr have butted heads over the forward's role with the team, and he is coming off of an injury-plagued season in which his production was down. Kuminga can sign an offer sheet with any team, but the Warriors would have the right to match any deal. Likewise, they could also deal him elsewhere in a sign-and-trade. This would allow the Warriors to get something back in return. Golden State reportedly doesn't want Monk, but that may change if Kuminga seems destined to sign a big deal elsewhere that would leave the Warriors without anything in return. Monk is a spark-plug bench scorer who averaged 17.2 points per game last season. Golden State could use a scorer who can get buckets when Stephen Curry is taking a breather. The two-guard is effective in catch-and-shoot situations or off of the bounce. The Warriors have been rumored in deals for a number of stars this offseason, including LeBron James and Damian Lillard. Monk is a more realistic acquisition option. Also, he is a much younger player. Of the teams with reported interest and a trade package that could realistically get the job done, the Kings might be the most ideal trading partner for the Warriors. The two haven't made progress on a deal, but it may get done sooner rather than later. The Golden State Warriors saw a clear need for additional offensive help during the 2025 NBA playoffs. As soon as Stephen Curry hit the deck and was forced to miss time due to injury, their offense lacked the sufficient firepower needed to survive. Jimmy Butler was not fully capable of turning back the clock and becoming playoff Jimmy when the team needed him to. Jonathan Kuminga actually became a surprising source of reliable offense. However, it was not good enough. The Warriors got bounced by the Minnesota Timberwolves in the second round and now face an offseason with a lot of moving parts. One domino they are waiting to see fall is an ongoing situation with the Phoenix Suns. The Suns already shook up their roster this offseason when they shipped away Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets, bringing back Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and draft capital in return. Phoenix is suddenly overloaded at the guard spot. Suns insider John Gambadoro has been adamant for quite some time that Bradley Beal would not be back with next year's team. The prospects of someone trading for the Suns star while he possesses 2 more years on his massive contract are low. A scenario the Suns could explore, as painful as it could be financially, is just buying out Beal. That would certainly clear up playing time for their new young star in green. Gambadoro suggested that if this were to happen and Beal hit free agency, there are 3 teams who would be interested in signing the former All-Star. Those teams include the Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Lakers, and yes, the Warriors. Figuring out how Beal slots into this Warriors team can be a little tricky. However, even past all the criticism of this past season, it is hard to doubt the Suns guard could thrive in a much better fit alongside Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green.